Hello, and thank you for having us make your custom hardwood floor. I would like to explain our process so you'll have a better understanding of what we do. We've been very successful color matching floors and have matched everything from a client's favorite wool sweater to their classic car. In many cases, we match to competitor samples because the client likes the competitor's stain color but prefers better quality and longer board lengths. We can do many things with this naturally beautiful product, but in some cases there are limits. This process goes smoothly when the client knows exactly what they want and supplies us a sample to match. From there, our job is very simple and straightforward. Not being sure what you want, we can continually make samples without success. If you struggle with making a decision, hire a professional decorator or designer to assist you. If we are matching to one small piece of wood, you must realize that because of the nature of wood, no two pieces are alike, and color variation within the species is to be expected. The quantity of flooring required is very important. The larger the order, the more economical it will be. Orders over 1,200 square feet have no setup charge for a custom color. Orders under 600 square feet require a $600 setup fee. A 300 square foot order would use less than 2 cups of stain, but we need to make 4 to 5 gallons so it can cycle through the machines properly. UV stains are very expensive. Depending on the color pigments used, this 4 to 5 gallons will cost between $500 and $700, not to mention the time spent preparing the stain. Because it is a custom color with a 9-month shelf life, it is very unlikely to be used again, and eventually there will be a disposal charge to get rid of it. When we're matching a competitor's sample, we'll take the sample to the plant and go through the process of matching the color and making the flooring, all in once. I like to tell clients that our color match will be just as good as the competitor's next batch of flooring would be, so we typically don't make a sample beforehand. However, sometimes clients would like to see what the floor will look like before it is made. We can produce a sample by hand that will resemble what your floor will look like, but it won't be an exact match. Mixing stain for a sample made by hand is still time consuming, but only requires a liter of stain. The only way we could provide you with a sample of an exact match would be to run it through our entire manufacturing process. Now, this would take the same amount of time, effort, and cost to set up as if we were making 10,000 square feet of hardwood flooring, which really isn't feasible for making a small sample. Here's the breakdown of the setup costs. Between $500 and $700 in stain, we would waste between $300 and $500 worth of wood flooring, and then there's the labor to have our experts mixing stain and setting up the equipment. This small sample alone will easily cost $1,500. As you can see, making these samples is very time consuming and costly. This is why we require a $250 deposit before we make any hand samples. The deposit will be refunded back to you when your flooring order is placed. Custom colors and finishes are a very large part of our business, and our team does a great job. Dad is typically the one at the end of the finishing line matching the stain colors. And believe me, nobody wants you to be happier than he does. You're more than welcome to visit our plant when your hardwood flooring is being made, so you can become part of the experience. We'll even pick you up at the airport as we have done in the past. Thanks, and we really look forward to working with you on your custom hardwood floor.